Hey, Cowboys Nation! Today we are diving into some major discussions about the Dallas Cowboys and the decisions that could shape the end of this season and even the future of the team. As we move closer to the final weeks, there are a lot of questions surrounding the quarterback position and the strategic approach for the remaining games. Let's start with Dak Prescott, a player who has shown immense dedication, leadership, and competitiveness over the years. Dak is a true competitor. He loves being on the field. He thrives under pressure, and it's evident that he cares deeply about winning and giving his all for this team. That said, as much as we all want to see him out there leading the offense, there are larger considerations at play. The Cowboys are entering a period where protecting key players for the future, especially in terms of long-term health and career longevity, has to be a top priority. The offensive line has struggled recently, showing vulnerabilities under pressure, and the risk of injury is something that cannot be ignored. With the season's outcome in terms of standings already leaning in a certain direction, the question becomes whether it makes sense to expose Dak to unnecessary risk against a tough opponent like the Giants. This is not about questioning Dak's ability or drive. It's about making smart decisions to protect the team's cornerstone for the seasons to come. Sitting Dak for one game might seem counterintuitive to fans who want to see their star quarterback play, but in terms of strategy and long-term thinking, it could be the most logical move. If Dak does sit, the natural next step is evaluating who steps in under center. Joe Milton is the most obvious choice here. Giving him an opportunity to play meaningful snaps in a regular season game is a chance to see what he can do in a competitive environment. It's a situation where there's really no downside. If Milton performs well, the coaching staff gains confidence in their backup, which is a critical piece for any team aiming for stability at the quarterback position. If he struggles, the team has a clearer understanding of what adjustments might be needed next season. The situation allows the coaching staff and front office to make informed decisions moving forward. Whether that means pursuing additional depth through free agency or draft capital, giving Joe Milton time on the field is also an opportunity for him to grow, gain experience, and develop the confidence needed to step in if circumstances demand. It's a real-world test that can pay dividends for both the player and the team in terms of evaluation, development, and long-term planning. Beyond the quarterback position, the Cowboys face decisions about other key players. The reality is that injuries and fatigue have taken their toll on several contributors. Certain players may need rest to recover fully and avoid aggravating lingering issues, particularly as the team approaches critical stages for next season. Deciding which veterans or heavily used players to sit is a balancing act between maintaining competitive integrity in the final games and safeguarding the health of players who will be essential next year. There are multiple players whose availability and current condition need careful consideration. Resting a veteran with minor injuries or accumulated wear and tear can be the difference between them starting the next season at full strength or carrying over lingering issues. It's about strategic management and thinking ahead, ensuring the team's long-term competitiveness without sacrificing the immediate quality of play entirely. The decisions around who plays and who sits are interconnected with broader roster management, including practice, squad promotions, and rotational adjustments. The running back room is another area where strategic decisions can have a meaningful impact. Javonte Williams, for example, has had an impressive season, but recent gains show that he has been playing through discomfort. Shoulder and neck concerns have limited his effectiveness at times, and giving him time to fully recover is essential. At the same time, the depth at the position allows for an opportunity to showcase emerging players such as Malik Davis and Jaden Blue, as well as others who have been waiting for their chance to contribute. Rotating these players and gives the team flexibility provides valuable game experience and ensures that the backfield remains dynamic. Each of these players brings a unique skill set, and getting them on the field allows the coaching staff to evaluate them in live game scenarios. This type of experience is crucial for younger players, especially those competing for roster spots or larger roles next season. It also spreads the workload, reduces the risk of injury for key contributors, and adds a layer of depth that can benefit the team both immediately and long-term. The philosophy of giving younger players opportunities extends beyond running backs. For many of the Cowboys' younger or less experienced talent, This is a chance to step up, make plays, and demonstrate their readiness for more responsibility. Veterans who may not be returning next season can be given limited reps while the focus shifts to evaluating emerging talent. It's an approach that maximizes both the development of the team's future core and the strategic use of the roster in the present. Players like tight ends, defensive backs, and rotational defenders can all see more meaningful snaps, allowing coaches to assess growth, adaptability, and impact in real game situations. These moments are invaluable for building depth and understanding which players are capable of contributing at a higher level moving forward. Finally, coaching decisions and staff evaluation play a crucial role in the context of these final games. Performance under pressure, adaptability, and the ability to make real-time adjustments are critical aspects that need to be assessed before any end-of-season decisions. Evaluating the coaching staff in conjunction with player performance ensures that both leadership and talent are aligned with the organization's long-term goals. These assessments will ultimately guide decisions on potential changes or adjustments that might be made after the season concludes, setting the foundation for a stronger, more competitive squad next year. The interplay between player management, game strategy, and coaching evaluation creates a complex, high-stakes environment where each decision can have ripple effects on both this season and the seasons to come. Continuing with the Cowboys strategy as we move toward the final weeks, it is clear that the team is at a crossroads in terms of player evaluation, roster management, and future planning. One of the most critical aspects remains quarterback decision-making, and the ripple effects of who starts and who sits extend beyond just the passing game. With Dak Prescott potentially resting, the focus shifts heavily toward the backup quarterback and the opportunity to see how he handles real game scenarios. Joe Milton stepping in allows coaches to assess decision-making under pressure, adaptability against a divisional rival, and chemistry with the offensive unit. This is an invaluable experience for any young quarterback, as game speed and defensive complexity cannot be fully replicated in practice. Beyond evaluating Milton's performance, it is also a moment to see how the offensive line adjusts, how the receivers communicate, and whether the game plan needs modifications to accommodate new dynamics. Every snap in this context becomes a learning opportunity, a chance to prepare the team for unforeseen situations in the next season. The offensive line, which has been a topic of concern recently, must also be considered in these strategic choices. High sack rates and persistent pressure have exposed vulnerabilities, and this has a direct impact not only on the quarterback but on the entire offensive flow. Rotating players and providing some of the younger linemen with experience against a high-caliber defense allows the coaching staff to evaluate depth, technique, under duress, and potential for growth. It is a delicate balance because offensive line cohesion is essential for success. Yet exposure to challenging scenarios can accelerate development. The decisions here are nuanced. Which players can step up effectively, who needs more practice versus in-game reps, and how to protect key contributors from injury while still testing the roster in meaningful ways. These choices also influence the wider offensive strategy, determining which plays are high probability and which may require adjustments based on personnel availability. Defensively, the Cowboys are in a similar evaluation phase. Veterans who may not be returning next season can be limited in their reps, allowing younger players to gain critical game experience. This includes cornerbacks, safeties, linebackers, and rotational defensive linemen. Coaches can observe how these players read offenses, react to different formations, and execute assignments under the pressures of live competition. Evaluating young talent in these high-stakes moments provides insights into potential starting roles or depth contributions next season. Defensive schemes can also be tested, identifying strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities for improvement. Integrating younger players into key moments helps the staff understand which adjustments may be necessary while maintaining a competitive edge on the field. Special teams also play a role in end-of-season strategy. Opportunities to rotate players, test new formations, and give younger athletes responsibilities can reveal hidden talents or areas requiring development. Kickoff, punt returns, and coverage units are all critical components, and exposing different players to these scenarios allows coaches to see who thrives under pressure. These moments, while sometimes overlooked, can have a significant impact on overall team performance and are essential for building well-rounded contributors for the following season. The running back room, as highlighted previously, remains a focal point for both evaluation and strategic planning. Javonte Williams, having shown flashes of elite performance, needs careful management to ensure he is ready for the next season without risking lingering injury. Meanwhile, players like Malik Davis, Jaden Blue, and even Phil Maffa offer a mix of youth, versatility, and opportunity. Each carries the potential to contribute significantly, whether through the ground game, receiving, or special teams. Rotating these players also allows the coaching staff to assess situational performance, playmaking ability, and durability, all of which inform future roster decisions. This is particularly important in understanding who can handle a larger role next season and how the backfield can be structured for balance and explosive capability. Evaluating tight ends, wide receivers, and other offensive contributors also falls into this same paradigm. Emerging players need reps to showcase their abilities, understand game tempo, and develop chemistry with the quarterback. This not only allows coaches to assess performance, but also builds confidence in players who may assume larger roles in the future. Even practice squad call-ups can provide meaningful insight into the depth and versatility of the roster, offering a chance to spot talent that may otherwise go unnoticed. Giving younger or less experienced players the platform to perform under game conditions accelerates development and prepares the team for more sustainable success. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. In a shocking turn of events that has already set social media ablaze, whispers from sources close to the Dallas organization suggest that the Cowboys may be plotting one of the boldest moves in recent NFL history, a potential acquisition of superstar running back Alvin Kamara. While nothing is officially confirmed, insiders hint that Dallas is preparing to reshape its backfield with a weapon capable of changing the dynamics of the league. Kamara, known for his rare combination of speed, vision, and pass-catching prowess, could instantly elevate the Cowboys' offense to an entirely new level. The mere prospect of Kamara in Dallas has fans buzzing with anticipation, imagining a backfield that could be virtually unstoppable. Speculation is mounting that the Cowboys front office sees Kamara not just as a complementary piece, but as the centerpiece of a revamped ground game. Analysts are already theorizing how pairing him with Dallas' existing talent could create mismatches against any defense in the league. The rumor also raises questions about team strategy, offensive schemes, and how Dak Prescott or any quarterback under center might fully leverage Kamara's versatility. Some insiders suggest that this move could signal a shift in philosophy, moving toward a faster, more dynamic style that capitalizes on Kamara's unique ability to turn short gains into highlight reel plays. While negotiations, if they exist, remain shrouded in secrecy. The idea alone has ignited a frenzy among fans and commentators alike. Social media is flooded with mock rosters, fantasy projections, and heated debates about how the Cowboys could restructure salaries and draft picks to make such a blockbuster happen. Rival teams are reportedly watching closely, knowing that if Dallas lands Kamara, the NFC could face a dramatic power shift. Critics argue that integrating a player of Kamara's caliber isn't without risk, from injury concerns to balancing touches among other offensive stars. Still, the potential upside seems irresistible. A backfield led by one of the league's most electrifying talents capable of dominating games both on the ground and through the air. Even as the rumor mill churns, the mere suggestion of Kamara in silver and blue has sparked excitement that stretches beyond Dallas. Every highlight from his career, every juke, every reception, every touchdown is now being imagined on AT&T Stadium turf. For Cowboys fans, this speculation represents a tantalizing glimpse of a future where their team could once again command headlines, not just in Texas, but across the NFL. Whether this is an actual plan in motion or simply another tantalizing whisper remains to be seen, but one thing is clear. The idea of Alvin Kamara running through Dallas' backfield is already electrifying imaginations and turning the off-season into a thrilling spectacle. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.